Well, hey there, friends. Welcome to episode number 144 of It'll Be Fine. I hope you're doing well today. We have a fantastic guest on the show today, as we have every show. But today we're going behind the scenes a little bit, not so much with what is happening on the show, but my guest, you may not notice them at a show because she is someone who is on the boards, running the lights, running the sound, doing all the things that allows you to see and hear the performers on stage. Andrea Miller is on the show today. I'm so glad we get to hang out. I have not seen her in a minute. We both work together doing tech at Toronto's Social Capital Theatre on the Danforth. And it's been, gosh, I guess since like March 2020 since I last saw her. It's been a while. So we're going to hang out today. We are going to bake something called a strawberry snacking cake. And I would argue any cake is a snacking cake, but that is what it is called. We're using a recipe from Bon Appetit magazine. And this is going to be awesome. It is fucking hot here in Toronto. So this is the perfect dish to do with a really good friend. So settle in, grab a fork. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
How the hell have you been?
I mean, I'm good. I'm as good as I think anyone can be right now.
For
So
sure.
I've actually worked more during the pandemic than normal times because I worked in webcasting as one of my gigs in the before. So for some reason, that's been super, super busy. So that and like my background's in audio production, so I've actually had a few different podcasts that I've been working on as well.
Yeah.
So I really miss comedy stuff, but it's like, well, I can't really complain because almost everyone else seems to be in a worse situation.
I I can relate to that pretty hard. I would say 2020 was hands down the busiest stand-up sit-down comedy year I've ever had. It was crazy.
Well, and you've kind of gone to gigs all around the world through Zoom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I've played in Russia and Tokyo and China. It's been pretty cool. It's going to be awesome to actually go and meet these people I've met virtually.
Yeah.
And one day hopefully I can do that. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm insanely grateful, but I had a most productive year. Which not everyone can say that. So
No.
we are very lucky. But it's so good to see you.
You too.
And we get to bake.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I am so down for this. So just for the friends at home, this is the link to the recipe is in the YouTube show description. But if you have this issue of Bon Appetit, April 2021, they went back to the 70s for this one, specifically 1971. I was not on this earth, but nor were you.
No,
No.
I don't look that good.
But I guess this was a thing, doing a big old sheet cake with strawberries, which I will not thumb my nose at. It sounds delish.
And it's strawberry season. So everything's actually tastes like strawberries. All the fruit's so good right now.
No, it is
So
the
well
perfect
timed.
thing. Yeah, it is so well timed, and it is. I believe the meteorol. You know what I mean? The
Strawberry
meteorolo-
moon.
the word. It's hot as balls in Toronto.
Yeah.
So we'll be good. We will be fine. So the first thing to do for friends at home, if you haven't already, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's step one. Step two is to take these beautiful strawberries and get them sitting in a bit of a bath of a tablespoon of sugar and a pinch of salt.
So
Okay.
I have not done that yet.
I haven't either. So let's do that. So
And sugar all over the table. Salt gum.
Now, I've definitely let sugar rest on fruit before, but I've never done the salt. So
And is this the kosher salt or is this just normal salt?
this is kosher salt.
Okay.
The suggested serving of salt here is 1 teaspoon plus more.
Or one of my favorite stories, and I've told it, he knows I tell this all the time.
Yeah.
I was teching a show, and Carson Pinch was doing the tech for the group, and
Yeah.
they had like a semi-improvised sketch, and I was like, "So what's the blow line, Carson?" And he just went, "You'll know." And to be fair, I did. And when there's people you have that built up trust with, it's fine, but most people don't do that, please.
Amazing.
I'm just trying to open my salt because it's brand new.
All good. So, yeah, so do
Nope.
this up and then just let it sit until we need it. As far as I can tell by the recipe, these strawberries just go at the end. We're going to layer them over the top, but just let them do their thing. And this is kind of easy equipment-wise. You just need you a bowl and a whisk. Or if you don't have a whisk, a fork. Okay. Don't need to go bonkers on that. Yeah, I think the last show I did at the social capital was like a couple of days before the city shut down, and there was like a vibe in the air of like something was going on in the world. And I was in the upstairs room, which was a much smaller room to the downstairs main stage, and
Which is so overpacked. Yeah, it's a sardine of people. Absolutely.
I remember having this this sensation going to do my show that night of like, I don't think I should be here. And my mom sent me a text saying Tom Hanks has COVID. I was like,
Great.
we're screwed.
Have a good show. I actually wasn't at SoCap because it was the middle of Sketchfest.
That's
So we
right.
had like groups from out of town who had to last minute cancel. We had all these American troops. We had troops from out west, and it was just lots of scrambling and removing chairs from the theater, and just that feeling of pending doom that's not quite here yet.
Is to take. Now my pan is massive. I have either a too small pan or too big, so I'm going with too big.
That's a roasting pan, Kelly. You could cook a chicken in that.
Yeah. I'll make it work. I may have a thinner cake because of this, but if I didn't, I was going to basically be making a rectangular muffin because my tray was too small. So
Should I be using Pyrex or metal?
use whatever
I
you
have
want.
both.
This actually doesn't say, but what you're going to want to do is whatever you're using, just coat it with oil and then either parchment on top of it.
Parchment paper is magical. It doesn't
It's
make sense how just how well it works.
No, it is. I definitely do not and don't do it ever. Wax paper, don't. It's
Oh,
another thing you can do with this, if you wanted. I mean, you could put this in little muffin trays and make like individual little guys too.
oh, those would be cute.
That could work. But this is fun because it's like nice for cutting out and sharing. And now that we're doing backyard and barbecue things more, this is a good dish to bring. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we is. All right. Okay, so I think my roasting pan is good.
I got an oily pan.
Yeah, so we got our oily pan. What we are going to do next with this pan is take how much sugar do we need? Again, this plus more direction, but we want to take a bunch of sugar, sprinkle it over this, and then cake. Any cake that I can make in an hour or less is my friend. So this is good. All right. So we have oiled, we have sugared up our pan. We're going to set that aside. It can hang out with the strawberries. What we're going to do next, take our bowl, and we are going to throw in the following things. We need half a cup of cornmeal.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the first time I have ever used cornmeal in my life.
No way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I will,
Not a cornbread baker.
oh, I will send you a recipe for something called Johnny Cakes, which is a cornmeal-based pancake. It's really good.
Nice. That's
Really good.
okay.
All right, so half a cup of cornmeal. The next thing we are going to need in this is, we need our flour, 1.5 cups of flour.
Okay. This is the worst one. This is okay.
Yeah.
It's all just clear lines.
Okay. Got that together. I'm going to give that a little toss. Just get that.
That is
All right.
way too
That's
much.
where my eggs are. I forgot. That's fine. Fine. All right. Next up is our baking powder and our baking soda. And for this, you just need half a teaspoon of each.
Great.
Gluten-free treats. Okay, so that is all mixed up. We have got that there. The next thing we're going to do is take 1 cup of sugar. This does not say what type of sugar to use, but I went with granulated because that's what
Great.
I have. So a cup of sugar.
This is actually a family branded mug. My great grandfather owned a furniture store, and he knew how to do swag. Isn't that cool?
Really good swag.
It's also like a 40-year-old measuring cup. It was 1 cup, not half a
I
cup,
love
right?
that.
I distracted myself. 1 cup?
1 cup, yeah. So we need 1 cup of sugar, and then we're going to need 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. The reason kosher salt is usually advised for baking is because it breaks down and spreads out evenly through a bake. If you ever want.
I'm cheating and I have sea salt because I didn't want to buy a kilogram of kosher salt. So I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. That's why I call the show what I do. All right, so we are mixing this all, whisking this all together. What we need to do next, you need 5 eggs for this recipe. However,
Right.
3 of them, we need the whole egg. 2 of them, you just need the yolk. So what you can do with those egg whites is make a delicious egg white omelet after. If you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't know.
Cool.
You're not the
This is something people do.
Just do it with great tenderness and care.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is put my 3 whole eggs in one here in the bowl. We are also going to add some sour cream, or
Right.
if you're like me, I use a plain Icelandic yogurt. It's got the same thickness as sour cream, and it's something I eat every day. It's kind of healthier, but yeah. We're making a big cake. It doesn't matter how
It's
healthy.
a cake. Yeah. I mean, it does have fruit in it, so.
All right. All right. So for this, we need half a cup plus 2 tablespoons.
Let's
Do this. Have you kept in touch with like Rob Bartlett or?
I mean, the odd chat. This is going in with the eggs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Rachel and Megan, who are SoCap Spa staff, I probably talk to more often, and Maddox, one of the other techs. Because we were friends before this. He got me the job. So I still talk to him and other people here and there.
I've talked to Bartlett a time or two. I would love to get him baking on this show.
That it just feels like too joyful of an activity for Rob.
Okay, so we need to add to this of vanilla extract.
Yeah.
I think I just did one, so let me just do another. So yeah, 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons. Excellent. And then we need to get our good friend, the lemon.
Right. The real work.
Yeah. And so for the lemon, we are going to need the zest of 2 lemons. Although my lemon's quite large, so I think I'm just going to do one of these guys. Plus 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So save yourself a headache. Zest first.
Oh yeah. I had learned that the hard way.
I have 2. And I love doing this because it smells so darn good.
And it's just very happy and summery, I find.
Kind of thing I would love to have. Like, I've got a beautiful patio here, and I really would love to have a lemon tree. That would be,
Oh,
love that. That would be nice.
you just need to move that patio to Florida and then you're all set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although it feels like Florida here. It is.
Swampy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the kind of day where I'm looking out the window and I can't tell if it's going to rain or if that's just the smog.
Yeah.
Here's a good question for you, Andrea.
Yes.
Have you ever taken lemons and made lemonade?
Have I? I've probably tried and made a mess, which is really the opposite of the saying. I'm more of a make a lemon bar kind of a gal.
Me too. Me too. I have too. I have never made lemonade with lemons life has handed me. So
It seems like you need a lot of lemons to get a single glass.
you would think.
Eh.
You would think. I don't know. All right. Here we go.
I'm almost there, Kelly.
My little tip for before you get the juice out, just give it a little roll on the counter, kind of like a little bit of
Break
love,
up.
you know.
How much juice do we need to make?
We need 3 tablespoons. Given how large this guy is, I think it's just gonna be 1 lemon for me. I've got.
You think it's a lemon is about a third of a cup in my experience.
Okay, let me see. Juicing in my. See, you've got the right idea. I've got a tablespoon and a.
Oh no, it's gonna take you a million years. Okay. So I'm just gonna do these 4 little wedges and I think I'll be okay. I think half a lemon probably you'll be good.
So far I'm at 2, so I think you are on the money. Yeah. Our sour cream. Oh, you know what I forgot? The extra 2 tablespoons of sour cream.
Oh.
That's what I did the 2 cup, or I did the half.
And this should all be whisked?
And this is going to be mixed together. You can use, what do they have here? Yeah, just whisk it together.
Okay.
You can use your same whisk, you can use another whisk, and then we're going to mix it in dry and have a good party. Okay.
I am a messy girl. This is what happens when you sit at a table.
Nicely whipped together. I've just got my scraper to get the stuff off the edges. What we are going to do now is have a rubber spatula. You don't, that's all good. But we are going to gently add in this 3/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil.
I already forgot about the olive oil. Okay.
What? Like bread. It kind of looks like bread.
Like sloppy bread.
So that was my nickname in high school.
uh,
It was not.
No, mine was briefly thumb because I sanded part of my thumb off in shot glass. So I had a giant bandage on my thumb for 2 or 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
We're going to take our really, it looks like a lot, but I'm going with it. We're going to take our batter here, and then what we're going to do is scrape this into our pan. If you're using a roasting pan like me, don't be ashamed.
Yours is going to bake in half the time mine is. Gonna be incredible.
Yeah, if you're like me and you're using a wider dish, do adjust your bake times. I mean, anytime you bake anything, you should not take a long walk or go watch a movie. Like, stay in the kitchen, do that. So we're going to spread the batter over our pan and have your jam handy. I'm using Kraft, but use what you want.
I've got Smuckers.
All right, so I've spread the cake batter out, and now we're going to add the jam and the strawberries. Oh crap, I forgot one thing. I just did it now. When the cake goes in, right before it goes in, just toss some sugar on top. You need to do that before the cake is done. See? There it is. I forgot. Jeez. All right, my cake is out of the oven. It looks delicious. Gonna let it cool, and then Andrea and I will do a little taste test. Beautiful summery dish. Look at our stuff there.
They look different.
I took an end of mine and made it kind of pizza. I made mine
It is.
which is delicious. All right, bon appetit.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Here we go. Let's just put that up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very good.
Mhm.
It's very light too. I wasn't expecting it to be this light.
It is light and not overly sweet, which I really dig in a cake. I don't like feeling like I'm chugging back a box of sugar.
I feel like maybe too much salt on the strawberries. For me, anyway.
Okay, that's a possibility.
But very good.
Yeah. Now, which salt did you use?
I did use sea salt.
Which may be why, maybe it didn't break down. Like I mentioned, kosher salt's always recommended for baking because it kind of goes through a dish a bit more evenly. So that could be why. Could be why. But I love these little bits of jam that I'm getting in it. The nice fresh strawberry.
Mine's still steaming a little bit too. Very nice.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Oh,
really
my cat.
perfect. This is really perfect for like a little barbecue thing, just for yourself,
And
You
then,
have a barbecue.
yeah, eat a whole snacking cake to yourself.
Exactly. Use your hands. Oh
Do you think
man.
it would freeze?
This should. This should freeze a little bit. No, I mean, I don't think this is going to last very long in the house I live in. But
Absolutely not.
if you have any left and freeze it, just put it in the YouTube comments and let us know how it turned out.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And as you may or may not know, a fave game of mine is to play What's Your Strangest Fridge Magnet? Do you have any choices?
I do, because I like collecting fridge magnets. I have a very small apartment, so it's a fun place to collect things. Uh, so my favorite, and I only have one of them, but they're a whole set, and they're little cat butts that my sister got me for Christmas a few years ago. And there's a whole set, different kinds of cats. They're tremendous. They're my favorite magnets.